The hit portion of number 10 is how BTG executed the Bill Timon Durrett press conference along with Dani's Karla Mosley and Nicole's Daphnée Duplaix local TV interview. Loved the way the show cut from one to the other. It kept the action moving, and it was fun. The miss portion is the fact that Bill had the press conference at all. However, he ultimately lost this battle because Dani came off as humble and apologetic. Even if, behind the facade, she wasn't. One person in town already has an oopsie pregnancy, Rachel Boyd's Sophia. Do we need another? Joy's AlexAnn Hopkins pregnancy was confirmed this week. Alex Robert Scott Wilson and Stephanie Abigail Klein do not need another obstacle right now. Just let them be. Seton was on fire this week. Brooke Lynn's scenes with Lulu Alexa Havins, Gloria Ellen Travolta, and Lois Rena Sofer, and even her scenes with Giovanni Mazza were must-watch. We're not completely sure whether this is Alan Christopher Cousins or Martin also Christopher Cousins. There's still much of the story to tell. Hopefully, we'll get a lot more sooner rather than later. If this was Alan or Martin, this is right up their alley as far as these psychological tests and experiments. However, we want Alan to be Alan and be happy with Tracy, Beth Maitland. That proposal was wonderful, and Tracy was so happy. If this is all falling apart, we're going to be heartbroken. Deacon's Sean Kanan logic makes no sense. How can he fault Poppy Romy Park for birthing a murderer when he's married to a psycho? We get that Lisa Yamada killed the only two friends he had, but Sheila's Kimberlyn Brown reign of terror was just that. Terrifying. Plus, it seems like her dark side will erupt any day, any minute, any second. The layers on this girl were showing this week. And we're not talking about her clothes. Eva Amber Michelle is in an unenviable position. She's vowed to get revenge on Ted, Maurice Johnson, and Nicole. It's like this blood oath she has going on with her mom, Leslie Tricia Mann Grant. Meanwhile, as her assistant, she's getting to know Nicole. And she's liking her. And the fact that she threw her mom under the bus at Nicole's award show event was wonderful. But something tells us she won't be over the revenge kick anytime soon. Not with her mom around. Kudos to Amber Michelle for making us feel for Eva's plight while we approve of the rivalry between these two. When Willow Caitlin McMullen confronted Sophia Matson about her con of a mother, we wondered what she was thinking. How about the mom who raised her? Harmony x Inga Quadranel was no saint, and she was beyond a sinner. And as much as we adore Nina, Cynthia Watros, she has been no saint either. Willow needed to find another angle to argue. While this story isn't original for days, it brought the Friday drama. Johnny Carson Bodeman found out that his father raped his mother, and that's why he was here today. So far, Johnny has punched his dad. We'll see what else he does to EJ Dan Feuerriegel during the weeks to come. As happy as we are that the Forresters are back in charge at their family company, the end of the coup story was a bit anticlimactic. Carter just folded. He didn't negotiate anything other than hope for the future stays. And he didn't even have them draw up any new papers solidifying this deal. He should remain the head of all the offshoot companies while Eric, Ridge, and Steffi handle the elite fashion house part of the company first. It is great that Sharon Case and Phyllis Michelle Stafford are out of that hellhole. While we felt that this story came too soon after the Ian Ray Wise and Jordan Colleen Zank revenge arc, we can't help but praise the fact that Phyllis and Sharon got on the same page and decided to trash their prison to get the attention of their captor. It was actually cool to see Case and Stafford really commit to the material. Claire Haley Aaron as always stuck talking to the same people, but it was nice to see her chat it up with someone else. Also, her spending time with Holden Nathan Owens instantly made Kyle Michael Mueller jealous, and that was nice to see, too. Lately, it's been the women who have been jealous when it comes to him. On that same note, Summer Allison Lanier continually butts in on Kyle and Claire, and it isn't doing her any favors. Plus, she never really commits to it. Yes, a soap has to extract drama any way they can, but this isn't it. Or, at the very least, let Claire step up and go toe-to-toe with Summer. We know she can, but that girl always seems like she's on Simmer. Let Summer and Simmer truly vie for Kyle, on the same level. Claire Haley Aaron as always stuck talking to the same people, but it was nice to see her chat it up with someone else. Also, her spending time with Holden Nathan Owens instantly made Kyle Michael Mueller jealous, and that was nice to see, too. Lately, It's been the women who have been jealous when it comes to him. On that same note, Summer Allison Lanier continually butts in on Kyle and Claire, and it isn't doing her any favors. Plus, she never really commits to it. Yes, a soap has to extract drama any way they can, but this isn't it. Or, at the very least, let Claire step up and go toe-to-toe with Summer. We know she can, but that girl always seems like she's on Simmer. Let Summer and Simmer truly vie for Kyle, on the same level. It was very realistic to have Trina Tayana Ali experiencing all this joy of her special day. She had a surprise party and everything. But it only took one gift to send her spiraling into the birthday blues. And just like that, she was washed in her grief over losing Spencer x Nicholas Alexander Chavez. The show is really trying to create a viable rivalry between Tracy Jane Elliott and Drew Cameron Matheson. It's not quite working for anyone but Drew. Everybody seems Team Tracy even though she's not the easiest person to deal with. And leveraging the Quartermain crypt to keep his name isn't the flex Drew thinks it is. On B&B, this was one of the moments we'd waited for since learning that Finn was Luna's father. And Lee went after her sister with every ounce of energy she had. On top of that, she was justified in the fact that this time, everything she had ever said about her sister was true. She must feel vindicated, and disgusted. Of course, Luna committed 2 murders. Accepting she was under house arrest was a huge leap. But a complete pardon. Why did Bill Don Diamont get Luna out of jail under house arrest and then give her a full pardon, only for him to kick her out of the mansion? It was odd. We were good with Xander Paul Telfer and Philip John Paul Lavoisier getting along, although their détente will never last. However, when Alex returned to the Titan fold, we were unsure how his presence would affect the dynamic. So far, so first, Stephanie discovered the potential of Joy's pregnancy by overhearing Sarah Lindsay Godfrey ordering the test. Strike 1. Then she brought it up with her mother, the chief of staff of the struggling Salem University Hospital. Strike 2. And then she blurted out to Joy that she knows when she shouldn't have. Strike 3. You're out, Stephanie. She's behaved all kinds of wrong with this story. Hill had Dani arrested, and the former model decided to put her own spin on being booked and busy. While the police booked her, she got busy turning the mugshot portion of the experience into a photo shoot. Dani's the best. Martin Brandon Claiborne blocked his husband from pursuing a lead for an investigative reporter job. Even though he knew his entire family was on Smitty's Mike Manning side. Come on, Martin, be better.